Welcome to Bitfumes. I'm your host Sarthak, and this video is all about using the OpenAI Whisper model, text-to-speech model, GPT-4o mini model, and combining together to create a voice chat that will remember the conversation and provide real feedback on the audio format. And this is how it works. First, we get the user question or the user prompt in the form of audio. That means we will allow user to record their audio. This can be done with Streamlit audio recorder, which is really nice library for Streamlit. Then once we have the audio file, we feed the audio file to the Whisper API, the OpenAI Whisper API, which will convert speech to text. Once we have the text form of user prompt, then we get this text prompt and feed it into the OpenAI GPT-4o mini model so that we will get the response. Basically, if there is a question from the user, we will get the answer. Now, we all know that GPT-4o mini is going to give you the answer in a text format. So once we get the text answer, then we again feed that text answer into another OpenAI model for text to speech. Now what this will do, this will convert the answer in the text format to an answer in the audio format. Once we have the audio format or the audio file, then we can use the Streamlit to play, or I can say the autoplay of that audio file directly on the Streamlit application. This is all we are going to build in this video. Let me give you a simple demo what will be the final result. Okay, so here we have a chat application. We are going to start chatting through audio, and that's it. No texting. Let's see. Hey, I want to play a word association game. Now it will going to convert text, then audio, and give me the answer.
Start with a word.
Okay, sure, start with the word. Let's say mobile. I said the first word will be mobile. Okay, let's see now what it will return.
Phone.
Obviously, I said mobile, it's a phone. Then I will say phone booth. Phone booth. Now, it's a word association game. So it will respond with call. Now, if I say call, I will say miss call. And this is how you play with
notification.
This game. And obviously, it's a really nice game. But apart from game, this is how we have conversation with our chatbot, and it's all happening very fast. OpenAI is really fast, but we can make it more fast if we can use maybe Grok and any other thing which will not cost you much, and that will be really amazing thing. So I'm really excited for this video and showing you how all these things will going to work. It's not really difficult thing. It's I can say very easy. So you must try it, and if you complete this, let me know in the comment section that you have completed it. And if you have any question related to this video or any other video, comment section is open for you. So before starting this video, I just say that please subscribe to this Bitfumes YouTube channel, because here I create more AI content just like this, and hit this video like button, because that number of like give me motivation to create more content just like this. Without wasting time, let's get started. To get started, I have created the virtual environment, and I'm going to activate this by doing this. And once this is activated, I will first start with Streamlit. So pip install Streamlit like this. While this is installing, let's create app.py, and here I'll say import Streamlit as st, and then I will define the page configuration. So I say page configuration config, and this is actually done, so it should get something like this, where the layout is centered. And then I say page icon is as always you have seen, and title is voice chat. Finally, the normal title, the page title I can say, is voice chat. Boom, that's so amazing. Great, let's start the Streamlit server. Streamlit run app.py, and here we are. Great. So now we have this, and you know what? We want to record our voice. That means we need this Streamlit audio recorder, which is really nice and friendly and easy to get started with. So I will copy this pip install command, install it. Once done, then I can use this command. So I can copy it, and what I'm going to do, I'm going to create a function which is say record audio. Okay, then paste it and then just indent it, move these two at the top, and I don't need this title because I already have this. I have to just create a new instance of audio recorder, and if is any audio, then I will just go and yes, right now let's see how this audio will be, and I don't want any properties. Cool. So it's good. Let's reload the page, and obviously we need to run this function, and I say record audio, and that's it. Reload the page, and you can see now recording audio is done. I say record audio, I need to give the permission and say hello, how are you, welcome to Bitfumes. And when I done with this, hello, how are you, welcome to Bitfumes. Okay, so that's done. What next? Now since we have this voice, that means we need to store this as a file. So whenever we run this command, it obviously create a new audio file in our directory. Okay, let's see. So I'll say hey, how are you. Okay, that's done, and you can see now this voice audio.wav file. Hey, how are you? That's great. Now we are going to use this audio file and feed it to the OpenAI Whisper API directly. Yes. So first of all, let's go here on the platform.openai.com/API-keys. This is important because here we will get the key, and I have created one key. I am going to remove this key so that I can show you how to create new key, and it's very easy. I say voice chat, click on create generate, and it has created a new key, and I'm going to copy this many times. Obviously it's going to copy only once, and then I will search for OpenAI Whisper API. Now it's going to say speech to text. So here we have the speech to text, and first of all we need to import the OpenAI from the OpenAI library. We need to get it, and then we call it. Everything is here. Okay, so this means we should create a new function, and we will call this function as speech to text. Speech to text. Okay, and paste every other thing, and these two should be out of this function because these two will be imported at the top, and I'm going to create the client also at the top like this, and here I'll define the API key, but you can see it's not showing any autocomplete because I need to install the OpenAI. So pip install OpenAI. Now once this will be done, then we will be able to see that yes, if I uncomment it and now I say API key, and here we are, and remember I copied the API key, and here we go. Now remember, I'm going to delete this API key once the tutorial is done, so don't try to use this key. Anyways, so here we get the speech to text function, and inside this we need to define where is our audio file. Our audio file is here called audio.wav. So let's convert this to wave, and since it is in my local directory, that means on the root, I don't have to provide any path. Now we have the audio file, then the client. Instead of client, I'm going to call this as OpenAI, open-AI. Okay, this is good, which will be nice to see. So OpenAI.audio.transcriptions create, and which model we are using, obviously Whisper 1, and the audio file is this. Once it is transcripted, then we return the transcripted text, and once this speech to text is there, then we can simply call this. We are going to call this function only when we have this audio file. So once we have the audio file, then we can simply call this, and this will going to work, but this will going to give me the user prompt. So user prompt is equal to this, and I'm going to print this user prompt. or maybe I can use Streamlit dot text and user prompt. So we should see the text form of whatever I am saying. I'm going to delete this file so that it will start from fresh, and everything is fine. Let's start this. So I'll go on my application. I'm going to record the voice. Hey, how's the weather today? And see, it's running, and very soon it says, hey, how's the weather today? This means it's using the OpenAI Whisper API, converting into the text. That's good. Now we need to convert this text back to the WAV file. That means the audio file, so that we can run that file here directly. Okay, so once again, go to the OpenAI documentation, and here we have the text to speech. Now, text to speech is again very simple. We are going to create the client, and then we will get the file and pass it to the model, TTS model, text to speech 1 model. Voice is Alloy, and whatever we want the text to be converted to the file. Okay, so let's copy everything, and this is called text to speech. So create a new function called text to speech, and this time we are saying that okay, all of these things is here. We don't need OpenAI client because we already have. We don't need import. We only need the import for path lib, and this should be at the top. Great. Now it says OpenAI instead of client, so open-AI is the thing which we need. And where is that? Okay, so I should have written it correctly. So OpenAI, not AppNAI. So that's good. And now this text would be simply what we want to pass it here. So let's say text simply, and we want to accept the text which will be here. And once this is done, then it's going to create a speech.mp3. maybe I can call it reply.wave instead of mp3, and that's good. That's fine. Now once we have this speech to text, then we converting it into text and showing on the Streamlit. Finally we say text to speech and pass the user prompt. So user prompt. Okay, great. Now what happened is it should create a new WAV file. Okay, let's see. Hey, what is the weather today? Now running it, and very soon it says what is the weather today, but it has created a new file which is,
hey, what is the weather today?
Okay, see, it's so amazing to see that hey, it's replying and converting back to the WAV file. Now once we have the WAV file, it would be good if we can show and autoplay that file directly here. Great, let's see. So I will say streamlit.audio, and in the audio I will provide that hey, there is a reply.wave file which you have to do, and autoplay will be true. Okay, now let's see. Hey, where do you live? Now it's running, and
Hey, where do you live?
yeah, you can see it's giving back the audio. Now the chat will be only if it will reply to me, not just saying the exact thing. So in between we need the OpenAI chat completion. So here is the chat completion. So with this chat completion, we will actually get the answer from the OpenAI, just like chat GPT. So here we have every other code, and now I will say create a new function called get answer, and here it should get the question and then paste it, and we need to indent it. We already have these two things. Great. And now call it OpenAI dot chat completion. I'm going to use GPT-4o mini, which is the latest amazing but miniature version. And here in the system I will say hey, you are helpful assistant who answer the question in short and brief. Okay, like this, and user question will come like this. So now we have got this question. We are passing this question as a user message, and here's the how the LLM model should behave. And once we get that, then we are going to return response dot choices and get the first one dot message dot content. Okay, finally we have this. Let's restructure our application. First of all, it's recording audio. On the recording audio, we are saying that, hey, record the audio. If we have the audio, then we are storing the audio in the audio.wav file. Once we have the audio.wav file, we are converting that audio WAV file into text. So we get this user prompt, which is basically the question. Okay, now we are showing this question here on the Streamlit. Then we are passing this question directly to text to speech. Now here, instead of passing to the text to speech, why can't we just say get answer for user prompt? Now we get the answer, and when we get the answer, we pass on the answer to the text to speech, which will be directly played by Streamlit on the fly. Okay, so this is again very nice, and let's see how this is going to look. Now let's ask the same question again. Hey, where do you live? And see, the response will be lengthy. I don't want that.
I don't have a physical location. I exist in the cloud.
Okay, I want very short answer. So what I should do, I will say that you are a helpful assistant who provide very short response. Okay, let's see now. Hey, where do you live?
I don't have a physical location.
See, this is really nice. Now, if I want to have a conversational memory in this, then right now it's not possible. How we can do that? Now, to add the conversation memory, we are going to use the Streamlit session and first initialize the session if it's not available. So I say if chat not in Streamlit session, then I will say Streamlit session chat is equal to empty. Now, once we have the user prompt, we say Streamlit session chat dot append, and here I will first of all define the role as user, and then I will provide the content as the user prompt. Similar to this, once we get the answer, then we also provide the answer, but this time I'll say role is assistant and the content is the answer. And once we have everything in the session, then whenever we are passing the messages, then we simply say Streamlit dot session dot chat, but let's add the asterisk mark, which will going to spread all the messages and have the collection of all the messages here. Okay, now we have the memory, conversational memory. So let's play a game here. I'm going to refresh this and let's start by playing a game. Hey, let's play a game. So now it's going to ask me what type of game you want to play. So see.
Sure. What game do you have in mind?
Exactly. So let's ask him to suggest something. Any fun game which you and me can play?
How about 20 questions? You think of something, and I'll try to guess what it is.
Let's try any other game. So now I'm asking for any other game.
How about a word association game?
This seems like
say
good.
A word, and I'll respond with the first word that comes to mind.
This is really great. So let's play the game, and I'll say let's start. So it should remember everything and it will play the game. Okay, that's great. Let's start the game. You first. So I'm going to say that you first. That means it's going to give me son. So now I'm going to reply it. Daughter. See.
Mother.
Father.
Parent.
Family.
Bond.
Pond. What's that? Fish.
Water.
Ocean.
Waves.
Okay, see, so this is how we play the game, and this is really amazing. And you can also have all the chats here, display here, and so that people or user can just go through every other level. But it's really nice to see how amazing this voice chat is. And we have just used OpenAI. Now you can use different other models on this kind of chat, and we will going to do in the next video, maybe some other video, where we are not going to use the OpenAI, because OpenAI just want your money. We have a lot of free alternative for this, and we will going to do that. My suggestion is you can comment below which model I should use and which technology I should use instead of OpenAI, so that I don't have to pay anything and I have this kind of chatbot right here running on my local. Comment below if you know something, otherwise I will create a video on this, damn sure. Okay, so if you like this video and have learned something from this, go subscribe to this Bitfumes YouTube channel, hit like button, because that gives me motivation to create more contents like this. See you in the next video. Till then, goodbye.